everybody. Today's video is going to be a kind of a different and a very special video in many ways, because it definitely is a very kind of a personal topic for me, and I even considered if I should film this video at all. And this is my third attempt at filming this video, because it kind of is very scary to come out and admit that yes, I'm fat, yes, I'm unhealthy, but on the brighter side, I'm starting a weight loss journey. I mean, I never really wanted to tell it because I'm a very kind of a private person. I never really tell my problems or my weaknesses to anybody, and I kind of like sit and struggle all alone trying to fix it all by myself. But a couple of you have already started noticing and have commented in my past few videos and told me that I've lost weight and that I'm looking good. So I thought I cannot put this off any longer at all, and let me sit down and talk to you guys a little bit about my life at this moment and why I all of a sudden decided that I want to lose all the weight and become fit and healthy. But before that, let's just retrace the past few years. Let me just give you a brief overview of when I started putting on weight and why I did so. It was definitely a couple of years ago when I was first diagnosed of having PCOD or PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is a very common thing for women to have, and there really is no clear idea or answer to why certain women have it and why certain women do not have it. Any women related issues that you might be suffering from, the reason for it mostly is PCOS, and that was the time when I first started putting on weight. Anything that I would eat, whether it was carbs or proteins or fat, I felt like it just straight away got converted into fat, and I started putting on weight. And to add to that, 2 years ago I went through major depression. I had a very rough patch in my life going on at that time, and around that time I just stayed home. I wouldn't go out. I would just literally sit and binge on absolutely the worst form of junk food ever, and I literally did abuse my body quite a lot around that time, and that led to even more weight gain and also crazy mood swings, and my anxiety and panic became literally the worst. I would get panic attacks every alternate days. Anytime anybody made the remotest smallest comment on my weight, I became extremely touchy, and I was like, oh my god. You guys know, if you're fat or if you've ever been fat, you know how it is when a friend or somebody you know just meets you and say, hi, oh my god, you've put on weight, like as if that's the only thing that they can notice about you. You could have obviously put in tons and tons of effort making your makeup look extraordinary, or you could be wearing a new shirt, or you could have gotten a new haircut, but all your friend or the whole world at times can notice is the fact that you've put on weight, like as if you have not seen yourself in the mirror, like as if you don't know that you've put on weight or you've been putting on weight, and as if you haven't been trying to cut down on your food to try to reduce weight, or you haven't been pushing yourself that extra half an hour in the gym, and still somehow you're just gaining weight and the world just seems to mock you. That was the place where I was a couple of years ago. I just wouldn't go outside because I felt like people would just notice only the fact that I was putting on weight. My friends who wanted to be there for me, I just kind of like got into my own shell, and I just kind of like imprisoned myself in my own room. I wouldn't take the interest to go out, or I wouldn't do anything at all. But after a certain period of time, I decided that that's not how I wanted to be the rest of my life. I just decided that I would go out and do at least one small exercise a day, whether I lost weight or not, simply because it would just make me happy. I'm one of those people, it makes me very happy and very active if I worked out that day. I feel like I am kind of addicted to working out at this point because it just puts me in a very great mood. I started very small. Around a year or so from this day, I would just go out for a walk or go for a jog with my cousin or my sister, and I started to kind of get out of my shell and start living a little bit for myself. Especially, I wouldn't care when people said, "Oh, you're looking very nice today," but if you were a little thinner, you would be looking better still. So I decided I would totally not listen to people or anybody who would say something like that to me, or I would not even meet people if I knew they would say that to me. And I thought I would just go all out, live my life and do whatever makes me happy. And 6 or about 8 months ago, one of my friends here on YouTube, her name is Josie, and she has a channel called Yum Yucky. I'm going to leave the link to her channel below in the description box. You guys can check it out. She made a video about how she broke her binge eating cycle. Like, she said she was in this vicious cycle of binge eating. She would just eat and eat and eat and never know when to stop, and she mentioned how hard it was and how she did it. And I took it up as a challenge, and it really was difficult to begin with. It wasn't easy at all, but that's where I really did start. I stopped eating, or I stopped binge eating, and in about 20 days I felt amazing about myself. And soon after that video, she actually put up another video where she said she did a 30-day challenge of giving up on sugar, and that was a very new concept for me. I had never read, or I had never come across a concept or research or anything on Google, probably because I hadn't searched about it or even imagined that sugar could be a bad thing for you. After watching her video, I was really intrigued, and you know, YouTube suggests a lot of these related videos on the side, and one of the related videos was a documentary on sugar and what effect it has on your body, and that literally stunned me. It got me to think a lot, and I did major research after that, and I decided I would give up on anything that had hidden sugar. That meant only one thing: I would have to give up any and all processed food. No mayonnaise, no ketchup, no can or tin soup, no ready to eat meals. And I also became a kind of a more aware shopper. I wouldn't just go and put things in my shopping cart when I was doing my groceries. I actually took the time out and read behind in the nutritional value thing. I also started reading what kind of ingredients went into it, and I stopped buying anything that said it had a lot of fructose or isomalt or anything with more than 2 or 3 grams of sugar. I completely put it back. You'll be surprised to see how many low fat or healthy breakfast cereals that you've been eating all these years thinking that's really good for you, or how many flavored yogurts that say they're low fat and healthy for you actually do have a lot of sugar, and they really are very bad for your health. Soon after that video, I actually did make a pact with my friends, and we all decided to go for a workout every single day. We would go for a jog, or we would do a HIIT workout or like a boot camp workout. And around that time I lost about 8 kgs. I was 73 and I came all the way till 65 kgs. I mean 73, I was definitely obese, and I was probably pushing my absolute worst limits, I guess. But anyway, I came all the way till 63, and at this point of time, which was like I think around February, I decided to go on a holiday. On this holiday, I got to stay with Mukta here on YouTube. She is an absolute amazing best friend of mine. We really are thick as thieves like this. And she happens to be a model, and according to me, she has literally the most perfect body. And even though she is so gorgeous, she does not stop putting effort into her body. She still eats the healthiest things, and she still works out every single day. I kind of decided after I stayed with her that I wanted to be a lot more fitter and healthier, and whatever effort I was putting in, I wanted to redouble it, and I wanted to again review my eating habits and make it a lot more healthier, and also do my absolute best to losing a lot of weight. And obviously this isn't my first effort into weight loss at all. I have tried probably all the different kinds of diet that is out there, all the different kind of workout routine that is out there, and yeah, I have massively failed. The maximum I've been able to lose weight is the 8 kgs that I just mentioned. And another thing that made me think that I should really start a diet and start working extra hard on my body was the fact that I fell. I fell from literally like a height of like 3 or 4 inches. I at the max should have had a sprain, but I can't believe I had ligament bruises and tears. My foot was in a cast. I was literally confined to bed for about 3 weeks, and during that 3 weeks I put on 3 kgs. I weighed all the way from 65 to now I was weighing 68 kgs, and that was like a horrible concept for me. I had spent the better part of 7 months trying to lose 8 kgs, and now in about 3 weeks I had put on 3 of them right back where it belonged, and it just felt so unfair. I am a person who is very prone to accidents. Irrespective of how careful I am klutzy and clumsy, and it kind of made me think that a small fall like that, if that could hurt me, and if at this rate if I kept on putting on weight, any bit of tiny action or movement from my end could lead to even more severe injuries. And definitely getting confined to bed is not something that I look forward to. I'm not a happy person when I am not allowed to move around, so it is something that I actively decided I would change. I did do a lot of research along with a friend of mine, and I stumbled onto this diet called ketogenic diet, and throughout the 3 weeks that I was in bed, I did intensive research about what this diet is and how it is beneficial. Is it really safe to do this diet? Have people done this diet? Any other queries that I had, I just did a lot of research about it. I recently did write a blog about what it feels like to be fat. It took me a better part of 3 weeks to write that blog because it is a very emotional and a very personal blog for me. And yeah, I will leave the link for it below in the description box. I've also mentioned in detail about the diet that I started, and also why I chose this diet of all other diets, and all the other research that I did before getting into this diet. I will definitely leave the link for that post below, literally in the first line of the description box. You guys can check it out. Now I am successfully in a low carb diet for over a month, and as you guys can see, I definitely have lost loads of inches. I have lost a couple of kilos of weight, and when I started this diet, I got a BCA done, which is body composition analysis, and turns out I had 42% of total body fat. That is very nearly half my body percentage in fat. So that really was a major eye-opener for me, even though I was exercising. And this is one of the myths, like a lot of people think fat people are lazy, that's why they get fat. It really isn't true at all. I feel like that is a very biased presumption. It definitely did take me a while to get used to this diet. I'll very soon be writing another blog post mentioning about my struggles of how I got kind of accustomed to this new diet and how difficult it was. And this weight loss journey that I have embarked upon is simply for my own self. I am fed up of being fat. I'm fed up of not being able to wear certain clothes, or I'm fed up of people telling me that I look fat, or if I were any thinner I would look pretty. I am fed up of people taking jabs at me. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to put myself through that physically or emotionally, and I want to end this vicious period of my life where I've stayed fat, I haven't been able to do much, or I haven't been able to look the way I want, or I haven't been able to feel as confident as I should really feel, or as pretty as I should really look or feel. I know every single woman, irrespective of what size you are beautiful, but the world can sometimes make you feel like you aren't, that it's okay for them to judge you for your size, while that is something I do not support at all. And that is not the reason at all why I want to lose weight. I just want to do it for my own self, my own health. Next time I go through a stupid little accident and have a fall, I do not want any more ligament tears or fractured bones or any other major injury. Comment down below and let me know who your weight loss goal is and who your inspiration or aspiration is. For me, it is Deepika Padukone. I'll insert a picture here. I absolutely want to look like her. So I've decided I'm not going to stop until I look just like her. I have her arms, legs and tummy, flat tummy like her. I'm extending my hand out to you guys. Definitely grab it. We can be friends. We can have each other's back and we can undergo this weight loss journey together. I know the past few videos you guys have commented and told that I've lost weight, and that really was very, very encouraging for me. It made me put in a little bit of extra effort in my workout and also in my diet, and I can't tell you how thankful I am really for all the encouragement and support you guys are giving. So it would be amazing if you can subscribe and be a part of this weight loss journey. If you are somebody who is skinny and need not have to lose any weight at all, then definitely please subscribe, because we need you guys to cheer us on and become healthier and a fitter human being. I'll see you in my next Thursday's video, which by the way is going to be a beauty related video. Obviously, just because I started my weight loss journey does not mean that I'm going to change the direction in which my channel is growing. It is still going to be a beauty channel. I'm still going to upload videos about my makeup or hairstyle or haul videos. I mean, now that I've started losing inches and weight, all of my clothes are becoming looser. That only means that I have to go shopping sometime soon, and there's definitely going to be a haul video. There's definitely going to be a lookbook. I feel like maybe once in a month I'm going to upload a video, or maybe at the end of a video I'm going to talk about my weight loss update and where I've gotten to, or what exactly is my workout routine, or what I eat in a day kinds. So there is going to be a good mix of both beauty and lifestyle in this channel, and yeah, I hope you guys like it. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button if you can relate to me in any way at all, and if you can understand why I finally decided that I want to lose weight and I'm absolute 100% serious about it. And if you guys feel me, then definitely hit the thumbs up button and let me know that you guys are in on this idea with me. And I will see you in my next Thursday's video. Until then, remember that I love you so much. Bye. And you know what, workouts lead to a lot of sweating, and I am somebody who feels very conscious and very uncomfortable, especially when I'm sweating a lot or somebody around me is sweating a lot. So one of the ways I help myself is by spraying on this Nike Women's Extreme long lasting deodorant.